Hello! So I've got my little book here, and I am going to be inspired by the snowman that they created in the book, all working together. And I'm going to show you how to draw this. So we're going to draw this on the paper and then add a background. And in this picture, the background is all back here, right? And you're welcome to add any other characters. And of course, we're going to change it up so we don't have to do everything exactly the same. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm using Sharpie, but of course you should use pencil so you can erase any mistakes. Because if I was going to start with pencil, let me grab a pencil over here. If I was going to start with a pencil, I would draw the first shape of the head first, because if I do a circle in Sharpie and I have to draw the carrot nose over it, then I can't do that, right? So I'm actually going to use that as a guide, and I'm going to start with my carrot nose right in the middle. Could your carrot nose be looking up? Could it be going to the right? Sure, it doesn't have to be just like this one. So I'm actually going to draw mine going to the right, and I'm just going to make a nice big triangle. Okay, then I'm going to draw the rest of the head. I'm going to start at my carrot nose, go up and around and down and back up. Should it be a perfect oval or a perfect circle? No, that would be weird. Plus, if you were making a snowman and rolling up snow into snowballs, it would not be perfect. It would be a little bumpy and lumpy. So now I'm going to add 2 little circle eyes, and I like to leave a little white in the eye, just like they've done here, as a little highlight, because maybe you're using something that's shiny for the eye and there's a little bit of light reflecting off of it. And then for the little mouth, now, do you have to use little black circles? Could you draw a little smile? Sure, you could draw a little smile. And you might think about, well, maybe if I was making a snowman, I wouldn't have buttons to make the eyes. Maybe I'd have something else, and you could do that as well. Okay, now for the hat. So I'm going to start on the 2 sides, and I just go up a little bit, and then I just connect this with a little nice kind of rainbow line. Now this hat goes up and to the right. Mine's going to go up and to the left. Yours could go straight up. You could turn yours into a top hat. You could make yours into a very tall elf hat maybe, or a gnome hat. I'm going to make mine, I like a big floppy hat. I'm going to make a big floppy hat. So there is no wrong way to do that. I do like a nice puffy ball though, so I'm just going to do little lines. You could just draw a circle. Okay, and I'm going to go back and add some pattern on that. So now I'm going to do my scarf. Look what's in the front. The very first thing I see is this front part of the scarf, so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to make mine curve and go down like this, curve and go down like this, just like a little shape, and then I'm going to close it like that. And I'm going to add the little fringe here. I'm going to make them into little rectangles so that I can color those in. Then I'm going to go over and up. So watch where I go over and up. And here, over a little bit more and up. And then we have this part of the scarf that goes behind it. So I can go on this side, or I could go on this side. And it's pretty much just going to go down, over, back up until you hit that scarf. Oh, and stop. And then I'm going to add my little fringe. Do you have to have fringe? No. Okay, so now I've got the next part of my body. I do need to have that nice big spot for the heart, because I love that. I think it's so special on this snowman. So I'm going to make a big curved line, almost like a letter C. Boop. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to do the right side. Boop. Just like this. Oh, I have to go behind my fringe. Oy. And then this line is going to connect too with just a little curved line, and I've got to go behind the fringe. Oh, it's a little tricky. Okay, so now I'm going to get the bottom of my body, big curve, and then I can end it with a little curve here. Look at that. Okay, so I think in my picture, so I'm going to draw a little branch going up, but guess what? I'm not going to draw a little branchy hand. I'm going to go straight across, and I'm going to make one little jump and a big jump, because this snowman is waving, and he's waving to say thank you, because they all work together to make him. And then this hand can come out, and I'll go back down my little twig. Now, if you want to add little twigs to it and you don't want to have mittens, you definitely can. Little jump, big jump, and there are my mittens. Now I need to have my heart. When I draw a heart, I start with a letter V and I top it with an M. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we can go in and add, you know, the background where you have your little trees back here, or you can add a little house. So I'm going to make a line going across, stop at my snowman, jump over and go back here. And I'm going to draw some trees. So I'm going to start with the ones in the front, and I'm going to go up, 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 and maybe spread out at the top, up, 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 spread out at the top. And then I'm going to make a letter V. I'm going to make that one a little bit simpler. Doesn't it look like a big tall Y? And then I can have some behind my snowman. So I could put one here, up, 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 stop, jump over the branch, up, 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 stop, jump over the hat, up, 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 and all the way up there. And I'm going to do another line here. See if you can add a few little trees. I'm actually going to make another little line here like this. And now there's going to be a tree here. Why is this tree higher up? Why is it higher up there? Because it's a little bit further away, isn't it? Now you can draw however you want in the background. If you want to have something else, you can do that. I'm going to do another little tree here. And another thing is you can go in and add branches. So if you want to add little branches, because I think the fun stuff now is to add your little details. What if you had some little birds here? What if you had some mountains in the background? I'm actually going to draw some mountains. I just have to jump over the tree. Now I have to, ooh, look, I went over the hat a little bit. No big deal. I'm just going to make the hat a little bit of a thicker line. But if you did this in pencil, then you'll be good to go. So I'm going to draw back here. I really have to plan using the Sharpie and know where I want different things so I can make room for them. Oh, maybe back here, this tree is a little baby tree that's also kind of far away. So it's going to have little branches coming off. Boop. Okay, you get to decide what kind of things you want back there. And you can see if you want to add a little animal. You could add a baby snowman here. You could have a sign. Maybe I'll have a sign for snowball fights, or maybe I'll have a sign for hot cocoa. And I'm going to put my little snowman on a little ground like here. So you get to add in whatever else that you want. And another thing you have to add is some kind of pattern on any hats or gloves or scarf, because it's just more fun that way, right? So I'm going to add some little pattern of zigzag and then straight stripe. Zigzag, straight, zigzag, straight, zigzag, straight. And I'm just going to keep going down. Look at that. Okay. And I think it's kind of fun when they match, when you have different parts that match, but you don't have to do that. I mean, I could have my little zigzag here, and then maybe I could have a different pattern on this top part of the hat. Oh, I need to add a few little lines for my carrot. Maybe I'll have some little polka dots, and make sure some go off the edge, right off the edge there, boop. And oh, yes, and then maybe some little stripes on my mittens too. Now, I've practiced drawing this a lot, so you just take your time. Don't worry about mistakes, and yours can be a lot different. You might be adding all other different kinds of things. I'm going to add something else in here, and I can't wait to see them.